Hello, this is Kll131 playing Domination on Wasteland with my ghosting class. And what I like to do with this class is rush directly to A if I spawn at C. If I spawn at A, I rush the same route to C, but backwards. So anyway, this class is the UMP with the silencer and the USP with the tactical knife, marathon, commando, and cold-blooded pro. So the marathon is obviously to move around the map a lot faster, and on Wasteland in general, it's a very big map. So in order to be able to get to the enemy spawns and help your team cap flags, defend flags, you need to get to the desired destination as quickly as possible. The cold-blooded is for the ghosting with the cold-blooded pro. The enemy will sometimes think of you as a teammate, as you won't show up as a red dot and you won't have a red crosshair or a red name. So you'll see later in the movie people just rush past me in the other team, they look at me, they don't kill me, even though I have the other close. This is if you're going with knifing only or like the G18 akimbo, you could use a sniper with the ghillie suit and they'll think you're a teammate. It works very well actually. Anyway, the commando is the I don't like steady aim on the UMP because I don't hip fire that much with it. I find that in close combat I prefer to just pull out the handgun, which is very fast to pull out, and use commando to knife them. You'll see me using my secondary a lot in this video. Anyway, now I've ran one lap around the map capping A and C, and now they suddenly start spawning at C again, which I just capped, so I have to go back there. And my equipment is the stun grenade because it has a faster throw animation than the flash, and also the throwing knife. And the stun grenade and throwing knife work great in a combination because if you stun the enemy, they won't move as fast and you can simply throw the throw knife. And also because I'm making gathering clips of throw knife kills. And here's he just rushes right past me and I knifed that guy because there's the playing dead glitch, so I usually knife bodies just to be sure. Anyway, you saw that other guy rush right past me because he thought I was a teammate due to the cold-blooded pro. And here I'm just in their spawn, they keep rushing around the corner. I'm using my secondary here, the USP with tactical knife. I was a very big knifer in the beginning of Call of Duty. I used it for like almost my whole first prestige, but I found it not to be that reliable to use as a main weapon because the commando launch sometimes bugs. It like gets stuck in doorways and sometimes it just spins around like there you can see, and I failed throw knife. This game for me, he obviously wasn't using a headset because at first you can hear the throwing knife very loudly and you could hear me running after him because I don't have ninja, and there I ran out of ammo on the USP, so I picked up his magnum. And about the magnum with tactical knife, I was the only gun I used before for the tactical knifing, but I think the USP has been working out pretty well instead of the magnum. The magnum is, I think it has less shots in it because it's a revolver, but it's still a cool gun to use. I like it akimbo, and there is my only death of the entire game after a 12 kill streak because I was sort of trying to play a mind game with him, making him go around the other way of the vehicle, but he he ended up commando launching me, I think, when I tried to flank him. And here I saw him run there, and he is sitting in there, and I get completely surprised because I thought he was gonna be around here somewhere in this grass, which is generally a great place to ghost. This side of the map that I'm on right now, with the helicopter and the car wreckage here in front of me, is generally my favorite, and I kill him. He was like swapping weapons or something. At least he couldn't shoot me back. Anyway, I like being here in the wreckage part, the junkyard I think it's called, and the craters, because there's a lot of things to hide behind and use to like flank and play mind games with the enemy. So about Wasteland, it's one of the maps that gets voted to skip a lot more than other maps, mainly because I don't think people really play that tactically on it. It's one of the maps where it's one of the most tactical maps in the game, in my opinion, where you have to use the environment, the little like craters and hills and wrecked tanks and everything. You have to use it to your advantage to line of sight the enemy. You see I'm running on the road here, it's like lower down, and you're generally harder to spot if you're running this way. See, I pick off these guys because they have no idea I'm there, and I get another double kill with the Predator. I'm using the UAV, Predator, and counter UAV because I was playing with my one of my friends, Edgehill, this game, and he was trying to get a nuke this game, so I thought I'd try out my ghosting class. This was my first ever game with the ghosting class, and here you see me use this hill as an advantage to flank him, and he comes running after me, and I just run around and stab him in the back. And yeah, anyway, yeah, the kill streaks. The UAV is a great kill streak. It's 3 kills, makes you able to see them on the radar. Not a lot of people use cold-blooded in this game, and it gives you a big advantage when you're going for the nuke or you're in their spawn, as I am trying to be in this game. It's tricky to get into their spawns on Wasteland because it's such a big map. The counter UV is to help my friend when he gets his ear support, or he wants to be able to move without them seeing him. And the Predator is mainly to like check out the area around them, where the enemy are, maybe help my team if the enemy are trying to cap something, or if they want to cap something. In here I was going for a triple kill with the knife, but my teammates end up cleaning all 3 of them off pretty easily. I was playing with a pretty good team here. I was like in the enemy spawn, and my team was defending pretty well, not pretty good. The enemy ended up capping a lot, but they were like holding them back enough for me to be able to put a lot of work out with my ghosting class. Here I checked this house again because some people like to camp here, and about that house, it doesn't have a roof, so if the enemy gets a chopper gunner or AC-130, you're not safe in there. Just keep that in mind. Here I go for another throwing knife, fail again, and my teammate ends up killing him too. I get a bit lucky in this game. I get really close to death a couple of times. And here I try to save my teammate by flanking the other guy, but he gets him before I do. But yeah. Here with Cap B, we're winning with, I think we're winning with about 20 points. So we just need to hold them down, and we will win. Anyway, about another thing about Wasteland, a lot of people like to rush in through the tunnels in the middle. I don't like to do that a lot. You just end up dying a lot. And a successful tactic is standing on the edges of the tunnel. I prefer the C side of the tunnel, just to stand and shoot people rushing through. It works. It usually gets you at least a decent kill streak. Here, I think that's my last kill of the game right there. There was not really a lot of time left and the game's over. Anyway, thank you for watching my sort of tactical approach on Wasteland. And yeah, thank you for watching.